Welcome to Alcazar's youthing program. Week 4, we will be starting in about 7 minutes. Hello and welcome, everyone. We will be starting in 1 minute.
Here we go again. Number 4. Welcome.
Hey, everyone.
So it was going to be a surprise what Alcazar is going to be addressing in this last webinar. And we didn't know until
Last
night and channeled a few words about it. And it's quite an amazing topic. But before we get onto that, we'd just like to say a few responses to the different things that have been happening for people and the comments that have been made on the Stargate Academy Facebook page. So I'm hoping that most of you have been checking in and reading people's comments. It's not too late to still do that.
on the Facebook group.
Because by reading them and hearing the responses that we give and that other people share, it helps you to have a deeper understanding of the various things that are being released, the various things that are being opened up for people, the changes that are happening. So it's not just about using directly things that are actually preventing us, or rather supporting our bodies growing old. And as we work with these energies, some of those limitations, which don't appear to be anything to do with youthing, start to dissolve.
Part of that is a lot of the hidden traumas and past experiences that we'd rather push away start to come to the surface. That's kind of the first step in them dissolving.
There's also beautiful positive things that have happened. And if you've been checking out the Facebook page, you'll see that somebody sold their house that they've been trying to sell for about a year. Suddenly it's sold. People getting new jobs, new experiences of healing happening. Somebody was talking about how their ability to channel had totally opened up. And so there's many beautiful things occurring as we proceed along this path.
Yeah. So many of these things are actually manifestations of people for these things to come into their lives and asking for them in the context of the higher vibrational energies. People who are meditating, this guy who sold his house actually asked his innate intelligence to help him sell this house that just wouldn't move, and he was starting to get really freaked out about. And it sold like very quickly. So it's actually really exciting because it's this manifestation of people realizing their own power.
Sit more about how this process works. Your intention is the strongest aspect that you bring to it. The guides provide the energies which you feel in these meditations. It's your intention to allow these energies into your system. When you're meditating, ask. There's a phrase that Alcazar has shared with many people, and I'd like to remind you about that now. It's the phrase, thank you, bring me more. So this is a really powerful conscious creating tool. The way you use it is that whenever anything beautiful happens in your life, immediately say out loud if you can, or just internally, if that's more appropriate, say, thank you, bring me more of that situation or that experience. So a few examples. Meditations. When you feel the energy coming, immediately just say inside, thank you, bring me more of these energies. This is a way of opening up to actually receive more.
One of my favorite new phrases that Alcazar gave us is bring on the good stuff. So he was actually telling this woman who had a lot of anxiety in her life. He said, every morning, open your front door, step out, even if it's just into your doorway, breathe in fresh air and say, bring on the good stuff. It's really fun to say also.
These two little examples assist in raising your vibration, intentionally raising your vibration and asking support from the guides, from existence. Another example that Alcazar often uses is because many people have a limitation around money and they are continuing on the bills that aren't paid, they don't have enough, they want to do something, but they can't afford it. When you focus on these things, what you focus on, you create. Therefore, if you're focusing on lack, you continue to create. Our societies have programmed us to focus on the negative. And so most people have a belief system there's not enough money. And that's very easy to accept because everyone else around you will say the same thing. Change your attitude. And the mind will say, oh, but it's true, there's not enough money. If you want to continue that cyclical program, it will remain true. This technique of thank you, bring me more can help you change that. Alcazar has said, whenever money comes into your life, whether it's a paycheck, thank you, bring me more. If it's you've been shopping, this is a good one. If you've been shopping and you spend $50 on food or something, and you get $2 or $3 change.
Oh,
Instead of thinking, oh, I've just spent another $50, focus on the fact that's given you money. It's a small amount. It doesn't matter. The amount is irrelevant. Say, thank you. Bring me more. More money coming into my life. Yes, it's only your change. Doesn't matter. Thank you. Bring me more. Every single time that money comes in, thank you more. The reason this works is gratitude, appreciation. raises your vibration. And then bring me more is your expectation, your knowingness that existence is abundant. Existence wants you to be abundant also.
Something else about gratitude that actually a neuroscientist pointed out to me in an article that I read is that when you're in that space where you're just feeling really negative and stuck, maybe you're angry, maybe you're sad, if you can remember to look for something to be grateful for, it actually changes what's happening in your brain. It actually brings more of your prefrontal cortex, which is like the creative, intelligent brain that separates us from animals, to the forefront. So it is actually a magical tool to use. And it's not so much about what you are grateful for, it's about remembering to look for something to be grateful for.
This is so important because what you focus on, you create. Focusing on gratitude, it literally changes the biochemistry. It changes your vibration, and it's your that existence responds to. Your vibration is, in a sense, a magnet for your experiences. If you're vibrating in a low energy, you attract to you low frequency responses, uncomfortable situations, lack. High vibration, joy, celebration, beautiful things, beautiful friends, and so on. Okay. So, another thing that many people have been talking about is various aches and pains. We mentioned this last week, but I'd like to go into it a little bit more. Some people have been experiencing very intense releasing, intense pain. So there's one thing to say about that. That is, you are in control of this. And you can say to the pain, or you can say to your guides, I want to release this, but can you help me release it in a little slower way so that it doesn't have to be so intense? It still releases, it takes a little more time, but it's not an intense pain. So, this one. So, understand that you are always in control. So if you're experiencing tense pain, that's actually okay. What you're saying is, yes, bring it on. I want to be free of this. But if it's too painful, slow down. No need to have intense pain. Just allow the release to be gentle. Ease and grace is a phrase that Alxar uses a lot. So, the topic for today.
Okay, before we reveal this topic, we are really excited to talk about. I think it'd be nice to set a field. So I'm going to invite everybody just to close your eyes. Invite every cell of your body to relax. And just invite a connection to the quantum energy field to get stronger. Invite a connection to the Stargate grid. Great.
So
you can open your eyes again.
that was very smart of Jules to do that, because I just remembered something Alcazar told me. He said that there's a potential for a lot of resistance today. And so if you have trouble with your internet, stay connected field. If we all have a strong intention right now for a clear transmission of these energies, a strong connection with the technology, if we all hold that intention, then we can create that. So just visualize a really strong connection. All of us around the world. Very good. We have the ability to create this together. Okay. So today
Is
Alcazar wants to talk about fear. And so maybe we
let him
ask him to come in and do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So before this happens, I'll channeled for us last night about fear. And I was so excited by the end of it for the energies that he's going to be sharing with us today, because it felt like just the biggest liberation of my own energy, this potential. So without further ado, be excited for this. Don't be afraid.
Beloved ones, we greet thee, 'tis Alcazar. And as we talk to you, if you wish, close your eyes. For whenever we are talking with you, we are also bringing you a gentle. For our words share an understanding for your mind. But our energies that we share with you whilst we are talking, take that understanding into your beingness, far beyond the limitations of. So, why are we talking about fear in a webinar that is designed to assist you in youthing? Because fear is the basis of all negativity. Many think that the opposite of love is hate. It is not. The opposite of love is fear. There are, if you like, two kinds of fear. There is the natural fear, a fear for survival, a fear that was necessary to keep the body alive. And in ancient times, this fear was a fear of wild animals, for example. To run, save the body, stay alive. in your modern day, the fears are different. Now, there is a fear of stepping into the street in front of a vehicle. This is a useful fear. This is an intelligent fear. This is good. But there are also so many psychological fears. Feeling good enough. Fear of being alone. These kinds of fears have been created by your society over the ages. Many of the rules and regulations of yours are there because of fear. Things are made to seem really helpful and beautiful, but they are based on fear. Insurance, for example, based on fear of something going wrong, fear of not being able to take care of yourself. So, these fears have been created by your various religions in collusion with those in power and control, like in your history. And they have become part of the different societies around your world. So, beloved ones, it is first to understand that you have many fears ingrained within you. These fears are self-perpetuating in a way. They are passed down to the child even when they are in the womb. For the child feels the fear of the mother. So what to do about this? It is our intention to share with you this day 2 meditations. One is to assist you in dissolving your attachment, your acceptance, your belief in these fears. The other energies are designed to assist you in dissolving the patterns of these fears. We tell you about this now because, as you have heard a little earlier, your intention creates. It is up to you how much you allow the energies that we will be sharing with you. It's up to you how much you receive of them. Do you wish to be free of your fears? Do you wish to see the fears that you have in order to release them? Your society has been very tricky. It has made you afraid of fear. Let's understand that. Fear of fear has been encouraged in you. And so you do not wish to look at your fear. You avoid them. You change the subject. And in this way, you feed the energy of fear. So, do not be afraid of fears. By confronting, we do not mean jumping into feeling afraid. No. by confronting your fear, we simply mean taking an honest look at yourself. Are those situations that you are afraid of? What triggers those feelings of fear? And so, beloveds, in these meditations, it is up to you. We say this so that you can really feel how free are you willing to be. What are some of these fears? We mentioned fear of not being good enough. This is one that is very striking because your societies teach you to judge each other. And with judgment comes, I'm not good enough. How would it feel if you felt that you were all powerful? You were totally capable of doing whatever you wish. You had the abilities to do and to live as you wish. How would that feel? And as this feeling is a high vibration, a joyful vibration, a celebratory vibration, this high vibration allows you to be creative. Your fear of not being good enough prevents this. So, how free do you wish to become? Fear of lack, not. So many have this. Not enough money. Such a fear. A survival fear becomes triggered. Your energy collapses. You miss opportunities to open and to receive. Beloved ones, how would it feel if you knew that existence totally supports you? And so, how willing are you in these moments to come? How willing are you to receive these energies to help you dissolve fear? Fear and all the associated feelings, judgments, limitations are at the basis of your body aging. Releasing fear allows the body its natural process of rejuvenation. We have said in the past, your body is designed to live for hundreds of years if only you would allow it. Eliminating fear allows the body to be in a high vibration, in a vibration that the functioning of the body can happen in perfection. And so, beloved, enough of this for now. We could talk for days about this energetic and the various ways it affects you. But rather than do this, we will start to build an energy field with the first meditation. Okay? Okay.
Cool.
So we will we'll start the first meditation, build up the energy as we always do.
Yeah. before we go into the first meditation, there's this Buddhist story about facing demons.
Okay.
Because I think it will create a nice, yeah. Or maybe the stories after the meditation. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's start with the meditation. Get the energies going. And so we just ask you all to relax, close your eyes. And as always, we're going to turn the camera off. And so as you close your eyes, get comfortable. You can lie down if you wish, but however, just to be really comfortable in the body. You just asking for an etheric stargate to come around you. Just asking, imagining, visualizing an etheric stargate.
And so we call for the presence of an etheric stargate.
And just feeling it, imagining it around you. And now imagine yourself connecting to the thousands of people around the world who are meditating with us right now. Thousands of lines of energy going out from you to all those other people. This Stargate grid, a quantum energetic grid that's connecting us all together right now, in this moment, whether you are listening so-called live or whether you are listening with a recording, we all connect into the same quantum moment, the same quantum energy field. Good.
And so, beloved ones, we are always with you. Know that you can always call upon your own connection to higher wisdom. Perhaps it will be the Alcazar that comes. Perhaps simply your own higher self. And so we invite you now to ask inside for the activation of your Stargate.
We call for the activation of all the etheric stargates around the world.
And a gentle energy field begins to build around you. And we ask you now also to connect to the energy of your Gaia, to connect to the consciousness of your beautiful earth. And so just asking inside.
We call for a strong connection to the energy of the earth, the energy to Gaia.
And just feel.
And just feel.
Just relaxing and allowing the earth to ground you. As always, in these meditations, there is nothing for the human part to do. And so for you, it is just the relaxation. It is just the allowing of this energy field to build like an ocean of energy around you. And so we begin by raising the vibration of your etheric stargates.
And so we are asking all the etheric stargates to start to vibrate faster and faster. And as they do so, they move up through the dimensional ranges or the dimensional frequencies.
And already we are moving quite rapidly through your fifth dimensional frequencies, merging into the sixth, coming into your seventh dimension now,
where we pause as we usually do. And so your etheric stargate is vibrating at the seventh dimensional level.
And so each one of you asking with a depth of feeling, we call for a strong seventh dimensional energy field in all the etheric stargates.
And as you relax into this energy, your own vibration, your own energy field starts to harmonize with the seventh dimension. Nothing to do. It happens all by itself. Very good. The more you do these meditations, the more you simply drop into these vibrations because you become very familiar with them.
And so again, we continue raising the etheric vibration in all the etheric stargates. And as the vibration gets faster and faster, we merge through your eighth dimension, vibrating into the ninth, continuing the gentle acceleration, merging 10th dimension now, vibrating quite rapidly now.
As we move through the 11th, we merge into the 12th dimension, where again we pause. And so now, each one of you asking inside for a strong 12th dimensional energy field in your etheric stargate.
We call for a strong energy field of the 12th dimension.
And relaxing into the 12th dimensional vibrations. It is this easy. It is this simple. Just allow it to be. Nothing to do. Nothing to do.
Nothing to achieve right now. Simply allowing self to be.
Visualizing this stargate grid around your world, gently pulsing with the energy of thousands of people, all holding the intention to be free of fear. Very good. And so, as always, first we invite the angelic realm, and we ask each one of you to bring your full intention when we ask for our guides, our friends, to join us.
And so each one of you now asking inside for the angels to come to bring their presence to you.
We call for the presence of the angelic realm and feel, here they come, feeling the angels responding to you. Invite them closer. Ask for more. Remember, thank you, bring me more. The angels.
And we are going to invite you for the first time to actually invite the angels to turn up their light. And so just inviting, asking inside for the angels to show you a little more of the bright consciousness that they are.
We invite the angels to amplify their presence, their light, their energy, their beingness. Invite them and relax into their presence. And the angels, as always, will remain holding this field. And now we invite the Ascended Masters.
And so again, it is the one who carries divine feminine motherly love who wishes to come to you first. She is known for her lifetime as the Blessed Mother, but she has lived hundreds of lifetimes as you have. And so just asking inside right now.
We call for the presence of the Blessed Mother and feel. Here she comes. Divine feminine energy in many forms. Mary or Maria, Tara, Kuan Yin. Divine feminine energy with its many, many subtle variations. Feeling the divine feminine coming to you now in all the different forms that the divine feminine has walked the earth. Call them all forth.
Beautiful. And invite all these frequencies of divine feminine energy to embrace you right now.
We call for the embrace of the divine feminine. Each one of us in our etheric stargates, feeling this presence of love, motherly love.
Sisterly love. The love of the divine in its feminine form.
Relaxing, allowing. Thank you, bring me more. More experience of the divine feminine.
And as you vibrate with the divine feminine, the divine feminine within you awakens more and more. Whether you are in a male body or a female body this time around.
And now, in a similar way, we ask each one of you to ask with a strong intention for the divine masculine energies to come to you in all their many forms of the masters who have walked the earth, the Buddha, the Jesus, the Lao Tzu, all the forms, inviting them right now.
We call for the presence of all the divine masculine ascended masters.
And feel, here they come. Yes, invite them closer. And more, relaxing into their energies. And thank you, bring me more of this divine male energy. And allowing your divine masculine aspect to be nourished by these energies. And now, in a similar way, the star families.
And so, as many of you know, the star families have become enlightened as entire planetary civilizations. And so they contain the blueprint of this enlightenment in their energy field. And so, asking inside for all the benevolent star families,
We call for the support and the energies of all the benevolent star families to bring your presence here. The Pleiadians, the Arcturans, the masters from all the various communities around the universe, the Hathors, all the ones that you are aware of, and all the ones that you have not yet connected with. Invite them here. Feel them in their light bodies, their high vibration, joining us now. Their energies adding to this quantum Stargate grid that we are all connected to. And again, thank you. Bring me more of a connection to the star families. And so now, be aware of your own vibration, feeling your own energy field as you vibrate in harmony with all the support that is available to you right now. And say to yourself, thank you, bring me more receptivity, more openness. Thank you, bring me more consciousness.
thank you. Thank you, bring me more.
And slowly, bringing your awareness back into your room, staying to these frequencies, to this energy field. Very slowly and gently coming back. And so we will turn our camera back on and we invite you to join us again.
Just take a moment to acknowledge, to feel how your own vibration is higher right now. And if you wish, thank you, bring me more.
Beautiful. So, one thing that is often stressed with Alcazar and in the Stargate work is you create your own reality. Your vibration, moment by moment, is a combination of your thoughts, your feelings, but a vast unconscious programming, much of which is beneficial, but also some of which is negative, fear-based energies. And these negative, fear-based energies lower your vibration and make it more difficult for you to receive the very things that you would like to create in your life. And so, in these meditations, God wishes to share with us, He wants to dissolve, loosen the connection that we have with these fears. But understand it's up to you, it's up to us individually. How willing are we go? How willing are we to disconnect from society's concepts around fears? And this reminds me of a story. This actually happened to someone I know a long time ago now, but it really demonstrates people's attitude to fear and how you can change it. So this woman was walking home one night, it was late, and she decided to take a shortcut through a park to go home. Now, as you know, society's ideas of, oh, you shouldn't do things like this, it's dangerous. But she decided to walk through the park anyway. What happened? A man actually jumped out and grabbed her. In that moment, she made a choice. She could have fought and struggled and kicked and screamed and been a victim. What she actually did was amazing. She said to this guy, "What's happening? Are you okay? Why are you doing this? There's no need. Can I help you?" This totally shocked the guy. And he actually stopped what he was doing, and she turned around and she talked with him. She got into a conversation, and actually she took him home and talked with him and helped him understand, be free. Now that's a drastic example, but it shows that you are the one that's always in control, even in these apparently very difficult situations. So Did you want to share your story now?
We should take a break, and I'll share
Is
it
it
when we
time
get
already?
back. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So we'll come back 6 minutes past the hour.
Remember to drink water, stretch, move the body just a little bit, but stay connected to the energy. And we'll one.
Hello, and welcome back.
And so, again, we just invite you to really connect into the energy field. Quite a few people are experiencing technical problems. So, again, we ask everyone, absolutely everyone, just to ask for and visualize really strong connections for all of us, especially with these next two meditations. If you do get disconnected during the meditation, stay with the energy. Don't freak out. Don't worry about losing the connection. Just meditate with the energy field. You'll get the words and the recordings.
Great. So, I felt inspired to share a story with you all. And there's actually two stories. One of them to me in a dream when I was 14. And one of them is a famous Buddhist teaching story. And they're connected in a way that really stoked when I heard the Buddhist story. So the story goes that Milarepa is this ascended master from the Buddhist lineage, and he's known for meditating in a cave in the forest and fasting. And one day he has to leave his cave to go get firewood. And when he comes back, he finds that his cave is overrun by demons. Demons everywhere. And they are like staring at him. They refuse to leave. And so the first thing that he does is he tries to chase them out of the cave. He starts running after them and trying to get them to leave. And all they do is stare at him. Then he sits down with them and he starts teaching them about compassion and love and all these different Buddhist teachings. And still, they just stare at him. Then finally takes a moment and he looks at them and he says, okay, show me what you came here to teach me. And all the demons disappear except for one. This big, giant demon is face to face with him. And so he finally is like, okay. And he puts his head in the mouth of the demon and he says, eat me if you wish. And as soon as he says that, the demon just dissolves into space. So I love this story because it's essentially about the different issues that arise as we move on our spiritual path. It's not all like light and flowers, right? Issues that are buried that come up. And our first instinct is often to run away from them or to try to push them back down. And the irony is that it's not until we actually say, okay, show me what you came here to show me, that the wisdom from those experiences integrated and the charge, the actual pain can leave. So that's when you're left with the gift. It's been yourself up to feeling those things. Yeah. So when I first heard this story, I was like, oh my God. Because do you have something to say?
No, go on.
All right. Because I actually, when I was like 14 years old, I had these reoccurring dreams for a while. And in the dreams, people people would be chasing me and trying to kill me. And then I would find myself in a safe space with somebody who like seemed totally nice and safe. And then suddenly they would turn into somebody else who was trying to kill me. And like I kept having these dreams and I would run and run. But every time I could reach someplace safe, it would be somebody else. And finally, I reached this place where I was really tired of running. And in my dream, okay, what am I actually running from? What am I actually afraid of right now? And I realized, like, oh, I'm just afraid that these people will take my life. And in dream logic, it made perfect sense. And I had the thought, okay, if I take my own life, then I'll have nothing to fear from these people. And as soon as I had that thought, suddenly I had this silver pistol in my hand, and there was nothing around me. It was just me and this pistol. And then I was suddenly really, really afraid in my dream. And I asked myself with the most depth, am I going to die if I do this right now? And I heard this voice. It was my voice, but it wasn't me. It wasn't my personality. It felt like the part of me that had lived from lifetime to lifetime. It felt like this ancient, wise part of me. And it said, no, think. And it came with the feeling of, you're safe. You're not going to die if you pull the trigger. Also came, life isn't what you think, and death isn't what you think. This was before I was into metaphysics or spirituality. And so in the dream, I was like, I felt that total wisdom of where this voice was coming from. And I was like, I trusted it. And so I, in my dream, pulled the trigger and it flashed white. And I woke up like, and I never had those dreams again. So part of why I wanted to share that with you is because it wasn't until I faced my fears that I stopped being a human drama where I was running around, exhausted, trying to outrun. As soon as I really, from the depths of me, faced that fear, that was when that help came in. That was when that higher vibration was able to come and show me this part of myself that would never die. And that was one of the first and clearest times that I've felt this consciousness that isn't my human. It's amazing to feel that. So that's my story when I put my head in the demon's mouth.
So all these demons, all these fear-based belief systems that we carry are burdening us, are bringing our vibration down all the time. And so the opportunity that we're being offered now is to begin the process of releasing them. So I think we should move into the first meditation.
And the second one, the first of the two.
Oh, the first of these two that Alcazar wants to share with us. So again, just get yourself ready, be very relaxed, close the eyes. Again, we're off and just connect again into the energy field.
Okay.
Just allow yourself to feel yourself as part of this beautiful quantum field. The Stargate globe outside of time. So everyone is connecting in to this moment. Whether you're recording or live, we are all connecting into this moment. And so, beloved ones, we ask each one of you to ask for an even stronger 12th dimensional energetic field in your etheric stargate.
So we call for a very strong 12th dimensional energy field.
And relax into it. And as you begin to feel it, thank you. Bring me more, a stronger energy field. Asking now for the angels, the masters, the star families to be even more present in your etheric stargate.
And so we call for an amplified presence from all the ascended masters, all of the angelic realm, all of the star families.
And we invite you to give them permission to work with you to dissolve your attachment to the fears that you hold. And so just giving your guides permission to work with you energetically, to assist you in dissolving your attachment to these low frequency, fear based belief systems. What is this attachment? The attachment is you believe that they are true. You believe that they are useful. To be afraid in this way. And so now, beloveds, if you wish to have some sounds to assist you in this meditation, then feel free. Again, sounds are not necessary, but many like to have them to be supported throughout the meditation. And so we invite you to be totally relaxed. And first, we are going to send you a very gentle energy, very soft, very warm energy. Some of you might actually feel it as a slight warmth. So we are sending this to you now. And we are also sending you more of the divine, feminine, motherly energy. So you are almost as if you're held by the perfect mother, loved, nourished. And now we start to send an energetic which will assist you in dissolving your attachment to the fear-based belief systems. This energy is not to dissolve the fears as such, but the first step is dissolving your attachment to them. And so, again, a very gentle energy is coming to you. And if you allow yourself to receive it, then your attachment, your believing these are necessary, will begin to dissolve. There is nothing that you have to do. In fact, any doing slows the process down. Simply being open to receive, simply wanting to be free of fears that are limiting you. Nothing to do. Relaxing and allowing this very gentle energy. Do not be concerned if you do not feel this energy. It is subtle. It is soft. It is coming to each and every one of you. Whether you are feeling it, we say again, you are all unique. You respond to these energies in your own unique way. Trust and allow that your way of perceiving these energies is perfect for you. And so, as you relax into this softness, as you totally relax, we wish you just to say to yourself, I let go of my attachment to fear-based thought and feeling that no longer serves me. I let go, I release my attachment to fear-based thoughts and feelings that no longer serve me, that keep me in unconsciousness, that keep my vibration lower, denser. And I'm relaxing. As you release these from your energy field and also from the physical body, because if you believe something which is fear-based for long enough, it can actually affect the functioning of your body. Prolonged fear, whether it is prolonged in your consciousness or whether it is prolonged in your unconscious, prolonged fear can actually prevent the telomeres from staying strong, from actually growing. your fears held over a long period actually create aging of the body, of the cells. This gentle energy is dissolving your attachment to these fear-based thoughts and emotions. And so again, we would suggest that with deep feeling, you say, thank you, bring me more of these energies to support my releasing of the attachment to these fears. Thank you, bring me more. And so these gentle energies will continue for a few moments more. Nothing to do, just total relaxation. Not trying to feel, just be. Very good. Your intention to be free of unnatural fears is all that is necessary. The stronger your intention, the deeper these supportive energies will go. And now we gently bring this transmission of energy to a close. So just feel your own vibration, your own energy. Being aware that you're still connected to this quantum state, that your openness to receive is amplified and magnified by all those others around the world who are also open to receive. Beloved ones, we have said it before and we repeat it now. You are participating in the creation of a quantum wave of change around your earth. And so slowly, and we've turned our camera back on. And again, just really stay connected to the sensation of the energies. Just really feeling yourself present. allowing your eyes to be open just so that you can really be back in the physical body, in the room where you're at. We'll be doing the second meditation fairly soon. So this is a little break just to really become grounded, really feel yourself in the body. Realizing this last meditation was to dissolve your attachment to the fear-based thoughts and feelings. The next meditation is actually going to assist in the dissolving of some of these belief systems. And it's up to you how much it to happen. Realizing that, same as we've done with every webinar so far, you're going to be repeating this time these two meditations, one after the other. And so the energies will continue to work with you, go deeper and deeper, slowly, slowly releasing more and more of the fears that we hold that don't need to be there. Great. And how are you?
Good.
I felt like a very different energy again. What I've noticed over these 4 weeks is that every energetic that Alcazar brings feels really different. Okay, he's saying it's time to actually do the next meditation. So whilst we're still in the vibration of that past experience, we're going to go right into the next energy transmission. So, I guess we're going to turn the camera off again. And we're going to just say to you, close the eyes, relax. Feel the etheric stargate around you. If you wish to have music, you can turn it on. Just feeling yourself inside your etheric stargate. Visualizing yourself connected to the thousands and thousands of people around the world, all connecting into this moment of now. And so, beloved ones, we continue. So again, we ask you to ask inside for a strong 12th dimensional energy field in your etheric stargate.
And so again, we call for a strong 12th dimensional energy field.
We do this because in this energetic of the 12th, you can connect easily into the quantum field. Your guides from all realities are here with you. And now we ask each one of you to invite a stronger connection to your higher self.
And so we call for a felt sense of our connection to our own higher selves.
Inviting your higher self to bring more of its energy into your human part right now. And maybe you can feel, maybe you can sense an energy of presence that is the greater you, supporting you now in releasing your fears. First, we again bring the same energetic from the last meditation. we bring to you again a gentle transmission designed to dissolve your attachment to your fears, to dissolve the belief that these fears are good for you, are meant to be there. So that process is continuing. And into that energetic field, we now bring more energies. It will be different for each one of you because you all have different collections of fears. Some fears are strong in you, others are not so strong, but they are still there. It is different for each one of you. Therefore, as always, we respond to you as individuals. We are starting to send energies right now to you individually. These energies are designed to assist you in dissolving the fears that you carry that are inappropriate. What do we mean by this? Fears that are not about protecting the body, psychological fears that have been imposed upon you by your societies, your parents, your schools. And so relax and allow these energies to come to you. Letting go of any judgment. Don't feel that the energies have to be strong. Don't imagine that you have to feel the energies in order for them to be working with you. Simply be relaxed and thank you. Bring me more energy of support to dissolve my fears. It is not important in this moment to even know what the fears are that we are supporting you in dissolving. Beloved ones, relax and invite more. Thank you, bring me more. It is our expectation that if you can allow these energies into your system, you will notice in days and weeks to come that you feel different, that some of your fears are much less or have completely gone. One that is very strong for many people is a fear of authority. Another is a fear of being responsible for what you create. Talked of the fear of fear. This is there for. These are just a few of the fears that are being dissolved. A fear of being alone. Yes, beloved, we are with you. You no longer need to live in fear. Relax and invite these energies deeper. It is time to be free. Because with freedom comes empowerment. With freedom comes naturally abundance. We say that again. With freedom comes naturally abundance. Continue relaxing and receiving. You are bringing light into your fears. Fear is simply a low vibration. It is choosing a low vibration in situations. It is very often an unconscious program that reacts in certain situations. We say again, these energies are not dissolving appropriate fear. These are dissolving psychological fears that limit you, that no longer need to be there if you choose to be free. It is always your choice. We are not forcing anything upon you. We come offering these energies to you. It is up to you if you choose to receive them. And so these two transmissions are still continuing. The first one, dissolving your attachment to your fears. The second, working on the various types of belief systems that are holding fears within you. The thoughts and the emotions that hold fear, that limits you. Some of you are holding judgments about yourself for having these fears. Beloved, let go of your judgments. This is all part of being human in the process that is happening here on your earth. Do not judge yourself for having these old fears. That will slow the process down. Love yourself for being ready to dissolve them now. We say again, each time you repeat these meditations, they will go a little deeper. And slowly, slowly, you begin to notice in your daily life that these fears are no longer there. It is this simple. It is this easy. We have now completed these 4 webinar programs. Each one of them has brought specific energies for you. If you really wish to have the full experience, it is necessary to repeat these meditations on a daily basis. For the next 7 days, when you receive these recordings, repeat these 2 meditations every day. When you have done this for 7 days, then continue to repeat the various important meditations, the telomeres, the mitochondria, the stem cells, and the fear releasing meditation. Each day, do one of these in sequence. So follow the sequence. Every day, a new meditation. If you wish to do more than one meditation in a day, follow the sequence. This is important. And so now, beloved ones, we wish to express to you our gratitude. We wish to express to you our gratitude. Why? Because your openness, your receptivity is bringing to your earth, through you, the energies that we call a tidal wave of change. You, on behalf of humanity, are receiving assistance from the universe, from existence, that is going to accelerate, has already started to accelerate the awakening of mankind. As humanity awakens, the universe changes. What occurs here on your earth affects the whole of the universe. Hard perhaps for the mind to understand or follow, but it is the case. For beloved ones, we are all one. These transmissions now come to a gentle close. And so again, just really feeling your own energy. Feeling yourself in the body and gently coming back into your room. Turning back on, so come and join us again. So, Alcazar was stressing the importance of continuing these meditations. He said to do them in order, in the sequence that they were given. So first the telomere, the first day, then the mitochondria, the second day, then the stem cells, the third day, and then these 2 fear-based meditations the fourth day.
Fear releasing meditations.
So fear releasing.
And so it will always be the third meditation from each webinar and the last two meditations from this one.
And understand that this youthing program is not something that happens instantly. Change is already happening for people, and that's beautiful. But if we continue with it, it will get deeper, more and more changes in the body, more and more feeling of health and joy and many people have said they really enjoy these webinars and we continue them. Well, unfortunately, we're going to be traveling a lot, or fortunately, for us and for the people that we'll see around the world, we're going to be traveling a lot. But going to be a second part to this youthing experience. And that's going to be, let me see, the part 2 is actually starting on June the 11th. Again, it's going to be a Sunday, same time. And it's going to be another 4 webinars. And this is called Youthing Part 2, Bring You Back. So, what we suggest, if you wish to join us for the second part of this youthing thing, do these meditations every day. And as Elsa said, if you wish to do more than one meditation a day, stay with the same sequence.
Okay. There's something else that I'd like to bring through. And so, beloved ones, we invite you now to close the eyes for a moment. Feel your energy field. And we are, for a brief couple of moments, offering to amplify the changes that have already occurred for you in your energy. For as you know, it is your vibration that informs the physical body how brightly to shine. And so just feel and ask inside for the changes within you to be amplified. It is subtle, and not all who are listening will feel it. But even if you feel just a slight tingling or a slight change, a slight brightness, acknowledge it and say, thank you, bring me more.
Thank you. Bring me more.
It is time for you to love yourself deeply from within. To love self just as you are. And so a few more words to say about fear. Because not wanting to feel fear is yet another attachment to it. And so a word of explanation, a word of caution. As you repeat these 2 meditations, repeat them with your whole heart. Repeat them with an openness to whatever arises within you. As we have said, do not run away. Do not be afraid of your own fears. Instead, where did you come from? What have you come to teach? If you can do this, then the energies that are designed to assist you in releasing these fears can go and fulfill their function in a far more rapid way. And so it is to have a curiosity about how these fears will change for you, rather than clinging to a belief that you should no longer have them. Allow the light to unfold. Allow your experience to change naturally. Because it is only through natural change that change actually occurs. Anything else is just hiding from the truth. And so, beloved ones, this youthing process is about claiming the power that is within you.
Beautiful. So I'm sure there's going to be many questions, and we invite you to ask them on the Stargate Academy website, and we will respond to them there. As we mentioned last week, we're going to have a free webinar, same time on Sunday next week. And this is going to be about the inner child, because this has been such an important part of the changes that have been happening for people. So that's going to be happening Sunday, 10 o'clock Pacific time. Right now, that's only going to be happening with English, no other translations with the exception of Italy. And the reason for that is that we're actually going to be going to Italy in the fall to be doing an inner child workshop. And more recently, quite soon actually, we're going to be doing an inner child workshop in the Netherlands, and that's happening in May. So we wanted to get a deeper understanding of what that's about.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, the inner child work is one of the most powerful facets of the Stargate work, because it allows you to actually, on a quantum level, connect with, as the members things, the raw emotions and also events that we've actually often forgotten about. And so as part of this webinar, we'll also be offering you the opportunity to understand how to access that incredible wisdom has. Because children can't hide from their feelings. Right? Yeah.
So Part 2, you thing. What is holding you back? We'll be sending everybody an email to remind you of that later on. There's a couple of other things that I just wanted to mention. Things that we're going to be offering around the world. And the first one I just wanted to mention, there's a couple of spaces available for something very special that we're doing here in Mount Shasta. It's called the Intimate Gathering, and it's a small group of 10 or 12 people living together and having very direct communication with Alcazar on all, so that we're working to create freedom and understanding and spiritual growth and physical growth within a very small group, so that there's a lot of personal attention, and that lasts for about a week. So that's the information on all these things is going to be on our website. Another thing that's happening is in August, we're off to Brazil for the first time. So I know there's a lot of Brazilians partaking in this webinar. So we invite you to come and join us in Brazil. And for those who are really into excitement, you're welcome to jump on a plane and come also. We're going to be doing 2 weekends. And that's happening in August. And also in August, there's the summer camp, which is getting very full. It's limited to 100 people, and we're getting very close to being full. So if that's something that does interest you,
sign up.
Yeah, quickly, just so that you can actually reserve a space. And the last thing that I want to mention right now, anyway, is a trip to Greece.
We're doing the first ever Stargate tour that we've offered in Greece.
And we're really excited. We were there last year, and we're going to be doing some really beautiful channelings. Alcazar has said he's going to connect us to the Greek gods.
Yeah, he's saying that they are actually energetic beings, like guides that were interpreted by the people of Greece, but he's wanting to connect us to the essence of the gods of old.
We're going to be going to the ancient caves,
Delphi,
where the oracles would channel. So that's a very special place where actually the public isn't just allowed to go there. So we have permission to go and do channelings inside those caves.
And that will be happening at the autumn solstice,
September.
Delphi. So.
Yeah. Okay, and there's just one other thing that I wanted to mention as a reference, a useful reference, and that's called thetruthaboutcancer.com. This is a website created by a guy who's done a lot of research into cancer. But the reason I'm mentioning it is that he has daily emails which offer all kinds of wonderful health suggestions, ways of improving your health, understanding the way the body, kinds of beautiful articles. And that again is called thetruthaboutcancer.com. And we'll also put that
in an email.
Yeah. Now, for those of you that have been using music during these meditations,
we have to give a huge thank you to the brilliant composer and channeler of music, Robert Coxon.
He's a friend, a beautiful guy. He comes and plays here in Shasta sometimes, and some of the meditations that we do around the world.
He'll be at the Inner Child in the Netherlands too.
Yes, 4 days of Robert's music channeled live. And he said that when he works with the Stargate energies, it brings a whole new quality and depth to his music. And so we're really looking forward to spending days with him in Holland for this Inner Child workshop there.
Yeah.
He's an amazing guy. And he has a website, which we'll also put on the Facebook page.
You can find it just by Googling Robert Coxon, Coxon.
Great. So a special thank you for Ashley, who's been doing all the technical stuff and answering all your questions.
Thanks, Ashley.
And a special thank you to you.
And thank you also to Vareed and Sandra and Danny also, who have all been with us recently, helping us hold the energy and the night before these webinars. It's a really important part of bringing through the creativity.
And also those people that are doing the interpretation and the translations for us, because without them, half of you wouldn't be able to follow up. It's a huge amount of work, and we very much appreciate it. And it feels like we're coming to the close, but I don't really want to finish it.
So bring Alcazar through. I mean, perhaps it would be lovely to bring.
Beloved ones, the end, this is not a completion. This is but the first step into your own enlightenment. This is the first step into your own enlightenment. You can walk this path to this ultimate in joy and celebration, in wonder, in bliss, in abundance. Or you can crawl along that same path with misery and depression and angst. Choose the former. Choose joy and love and celebration. We are here to support you in this. Always choose the love. That is possible. That is why you are here. You are here to assist in the transformation of your earth and of humanity. We are here to support you. We are not doing it. You are doing it. We are simply a support system for you to call upon. We are here because of promises made to you eons ago in your time. We promised you that as humanity went down into deep unconsciousness, we would be watching over you. You could not feel us most of the time, but we were with you in your pain and your suffering. We were with you in your joy and celebration. But for most of the time, you felt very alone. We promised you eons ago, when it was time for you to awaken, we would still be with you. We would remind you, beloved ones, we are here. We have always been here. Beloved ones, it is time. Now is the time. These are the moments that you came here for such a long, long time ago. Claim this opportunity. Be a light unto yourself. Be a light unto those around you. We love you and we bless you. We honor you greatly. And we will talk to you again very soon. Good day. And as my master Osho used to say, enough for today. Thank you for joining us. We will see you again soon.